Delaware, the electric B-24 out there, there is no combustion necessary with that, so you just plug the batteries in, turn the radio on, and you go fly, which is what Dave Malchione Jr. is going to do right now. B-24 is out there, and here she is, almost on the takeoff roll. Wow, that thing's got some power to it. No shortage of horsepower in that B-24, that's for sure.
Morning.
Little airplane with 4 big electric
July
motors.
9th, it's Friday at Warbirds over Delaware 2021. We just saw Dave Malchione Jr. take his electric B-24 bomber up into the air, and Adam Lilly is warming up
the other thing
his
that's neat about it is it's very quiet. Now, a lot of people love with this beautiful C-47. Adam Lilly's on the field with his C-47, and here we go.
beautiful takeoff.
B-24 coming in, perfect landing. There's Adam Lilly's C-47 feature to the airplane.
Adam Lilly loves doing his low pass.
The problem with the engine was a loose spark plug wire. He tightened it up, and that engine's been running sweet ever since. Workhorse of World War II. She was drafted, like a lot of other aircraft, in civilian. And they have lots of food and cold drinks. You will find the cold drinks to be a good thing today. And don't forget your sunblock, too. Great job landing there. And get airborne.
This is Adam and a good friend of his, Ben, who apparently he trusts flying his plane. They're taking off together. Adam's on the P-47.
Don't look at me in that tone of voice,
Ben is going to fly that.
Here we go. Oh, now Adam does the thing. We had such high hopes for you, Adam.
Funny because Ben went to take off and he did the same thing, and then they got his plane started up. They're both out on the runway, and then Adam does it.
See, the problem is the gusting winds. If you're not careful and you catch a wind gust like that, sometimes it'll upend the airplane. And I know what all of you pilots are thinking.
Club president made the recovery. I believe the prop is damaged, so there'll be a delay getting that one back up in the air. There goes the Spitfire on a low pass.
Ben Haggerty.
I can't really see it very well. I hope I'm staying on it. somewhere near.
Of World War II, for hurricanes, most of them very famous due to the Battle of Britain. It's a modern day type of Cherokee from mid-60s vintage. It has what's called a Hershey bar wing. Elliptical wing. It looks pretty. It flies well. But it is an absolute...
The inverted low
And
pass.
I'm pretty sure that if you were to ask field advantage, if a British pilot managed to get shot down, he was over his own distance. He'd be back at his airbase that evening. And they'd give him another airplane and said, "Yeah,
Low
you didn't get it
speed
right this
pass.
time. Go out and do it again."
Another low speed pass.
Slow pass.
Watch out for the trees.
Well, I'm glad
Adam
to see
Lily
what the
Tree.
quality we love here at Warbirds over Delaware.
Notice the wheels are down. There he is.
You can see it. It's a little bumpy up there. Whoa, he was a little close. You know an airplane is getting close to the trees when you see its shadow. The closer the shadow is to the airplane, the closer the plane is to the trees. Uh-oh.
Nice recovery. That was a
That
bounce,
gear gonna
but
hold?
nice recovery.
Yes, it is. It's a little cattywampus, but it didn't fold. I have a prop before I sit down. And a very timely pull-up before you get to the trees.
Shut the motor down there at the end. A few hops, but fairly smooth. Beautiful. I love the yellow plane.
Sopwith did not have an edge.
Big Sopwith pup.
Probably the two most famous aircraft Sopwith ever built were the Camel and the Pup. The Pup came first, and then they had the Camel. The Camel was the more dangerous airplane to fly. The Pup was much more forgiving. This is a Balsa USA kit.
Hey, I actually could stay on him.
Which is a period correct engine. They're about 2 hours from here. Well worth the trip. Right now, their latest.
Hey, touch and go.
Touch and go, or as the British would call them. Don't go around this time, dead stick. Oh, look at this. This is going to be butter. Whee! Up. Oh,
up
man.
he goes. That was a scale landing.
Typical scale landing for one of these airplanes. What the heck did they do without killing people? Well, it turned out that they had to change their procedures and they needed a slightly hotter ignition coil, which they had made and was put on the engine. And quite often that triplane now starts on the first pull.
This is a model owned by Gene Gavin of Staten Island. I asked him what it was because it's a little unusual, and I believe he told me it was a Vickers of some kind. Not sure exactly what the model was. I guess Vickers, I think, was a French manufacturer.
There's the Vickers FE-19 going by. This is an unusual configuration for an airplane because if you look at the left side of the fuselage, that's where the machine gun and the interrupter gear for it are. The interrupter gear, of course, being kind of important so that you don't shoot off your own propeller. When I first saw it, I thought it was a Sopwith camel. Then I noticed that the tail was completely wrong. Aircraft. Up in front of us here, we
Tony the Tiger,
have
Piper
a very
Cub.
interesting L4, Tiger stripes and launch and rocket launchers. Oh, that's Bert from Tidewater. Compadres came up from the Tidewater. Here comes the Vickers in for a landing. Oh, takes it onto the runway. So pretty. Big round of applause. You might want to hit the brakes. Oh, wait. There aren't any. I'm looking out here at the Westland Lysander, and I'm thinking this is the airplane that Glenn Miller was flying in. It wasn't. Glenn was in a Norseman. And the theory on his loss is that... See you, partner.
A big Westland Lysander, I understand. Real nice looking plane. Kind of reminiscent of a Stinson Reliant in the wing structure. Up. Climbing out. Everything looking alright. Looks like an approach to a landing. Moving a little fast. Yeah, looks like he's made it. Tipping a wing. Comes a, looks like a Great Plains Stearman ARF. Taxiing out for a takeoff. And he goes. Lysander with a little smoke action. Frank Fells with his third scale Balsa USA Poker D7.
Weirdest proposal I've ever had in my life, that if I, yes it is, Pete, said that if I really did win $10 million during the Great War, and here's that Westland Lysander, very unusual configuration. I mean, it's a cool airplane, but it definitely, you know, with the wing coming out of the canopy the way it is, it had to be a little bit of a bear to build.
My friend Scott flying his D7 for the first time in the show that I'm aware of. Got new paint on it. There's that Sopwith pup back in the air. D7 on the far side of the field. Third D7. Belongs to Mark, I think.
That's Chico out there with his big yellow D7. And we got a red and white D7 out there. Plus we got the Sopwith pup. And of course that 1923 D7 as well.
And there's a big third scale D7 coming out. Have a beautiful Sia Marchetti. This is a big airplane, probably quarter scale. And I lost it. It's over there. Battery's about depleted, so this is going to be pretty much the end.